Okay, so our last part is about linearization again, but now we want to linearize the products of decision variables. So in many cases, we may see products of decision variables, okay, x times y, x squared, whatever. This can be linearized in some cases. For example, if the two variables, they are multiplied with each other, and as long as one of them is binary, or both of them are binary, then actually we have a way to take away that product. But unfortunately, if both of them are continuous, then there's no way to do that. Okay? If your x is continuous and you have x squared, no one knows how to linearize it. Probably there's no way. So we will see some examples to show you how to do this, how to do this kind of linearization. So first, let's consider this particular situation. So because we will have several situations, so I'm going to label them as scenario 1A, 1B, or 2A, 2B, whatever. So you will see why they are labeled in that way very quickly. So let's consider this example. We have a company, and this company is making two kinds of products and sell them to a market. There are limited resources. So pretty much, if you look at this part, this looks very intuitive. You have limited resources. You want to make products and sell them to get some money. You need to have some consumption on resources. And all these guys are non-negative. Okay? Very typical resource allocation problem. And then making each product actually requires a setup cost. What is that? If you make product 1, you need to pay $20 as your setup cost. If you make product 2, you need $25 as your setup cost. Again, very natural. And your Z1, Z2 are binary. So now the interesting part here is that, well, making both products can actually save you some setup cost. So it's going to be that you have a factory. If you warm up your machine and hire some workers, wake them up, have them start to work, that takes $20. If you do that for product 2 only, that takes $25. But if you have both of them worked, then you only need to warm up your machine once. You only need to wake up some person once. Overall, that saves you $10. Okay? So if you want to make both products, you don't need to pay $45 as your setup cost. You only need to pay $35. So I hope this makes sense to you. So now the thing is that we are having a binary program. And here we have Z1 multiplied by Z2. Why is that? Because you may save this $10 only if Z1 and Z2, they are both 1, right? If any of them is 0, you don't save this $10. So that's why you have a product term here. Z1, Z2 is 1, only if and only if both of them are 1. So now this program makes sense. Now that's introduced to you how this may be linearized. So for this case, again, let's introduce an additional variable. Let's call it W. So I'm going to replace Z1, Z2 by W, okay? And then somehow I need to put this into the constraints, but I cannot just write it down into the constraints. That does not linearize anything. Now we somehow play the same trick as if we are talking about those maximum minimum thing. Take a look at this. We all know that W appears in a maximum function. So the function is going to push W to be as large as possible. So if that's the case, then how about this? I'm going to say W is upper bounded by Z1 and Z2. W is upper bounded by Z1 and W is upper bounded by Z2. Then what does that mean? Well, if Z1 and Z2 takes different values, then W, as long as W is upper bounded by both of them, here it will be 0, 0, 0, and 1. Only if both of them are 1, then you may have your W to be 1. Alright? So I hope that makes sense somehow. Because once we play the trick, then we will be able to say your W will be formulated in this way. W, of course, should be binary. And then you will be able to see that your W can be formulated in a linear way, as long as you split this guy into two inequalities. So the last thing I want to say about this example is that your W actually can be considered as continuous, because there is really no reason for your W to be 0.3, 0.7, right? So you don't really need to set W to be binary. But of course, if you set it to linear, to continuous, it doesn't really matter too much.